Is that better? Can you hear me now? Sorry about technical difficulties. Just trying to get acquainted with all the buttons and gadgets. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Let me know how the quality is, and we'll get started. So Couture is a company that's been around for 3 years. They'll be celebrating their 4th anniversary this July. Couture specializes in reusable silk screen transfers. That's what this is. And they have coordinating chalk paste that goes with the transfers. So these transfers are reusable. They're reusable about 8 to 12 times, depending on how you take care of them. And so before I begin, I'm actually going to write the name of this transfer down on the backer sheet so that I know, 1, which direction it goes back on the backer sheet, and 2, which backer sheet it belongs to. And then I'm going to, some of the transfers have different pieces, and so I'm going to cut along these lines and cut this transfer apart. I like to leave my transfers on the backer sheet instead of cutting them apart into different pieces. That way I have a full intact transfer. And then because these are they're sticky from the get-go, what I like to do is I like to fuzz them. So I'm just going to remove it from the backer sheet, and you can just take any ordinary terry cloth towel. You can use your clothes, your t-shirt, your jeans, a pillow, a blanket, and you're just going to take your transfer and you're going to pull it off and you're going to put it back on a few times. This just creates some fuzz on it so it's not so sticky. And because I'm using a porcelain ceramic surface, I'm actually going to do it a few more times than I normally would, because these transfers tend to stick really well to metal and glass surfaces. So I want to make sure it's easy to peel off when I'm done. So I'm just going to place it on here. Oops, I've got a hair. The joys of being a dog owner. So then you just want to smooth it onto your transfer. I kind of like to go around all the different areas. Oops, I see another hair. And just make sure I smooth it down so you don't have any air bubbles. I kind of like to outline all the letters just to make sure I have it intact. Okay, so I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use Bumblebee, and then I'm going to use Pesto, and I think I'm going to use Black. So you want your paste consistency to be kind of like sour cream or yogurt, and sadly, some of mine are a little bit harder. Like this is pretty thick. So I'm going to add some distilled water to it and kind of give it a little bit of, so I'm just going to stir it. And I apologize ahead of time. We're experiencing some thunderstorms currently, so don't be surprised if we lose power. If we lose power, I'll see you tomorrow. So you just kind of want your paste to be kind of like a sour cream yogurt consistency. That's pretty good. So I'm going to get the yellow stirred up. And you notice this yellow was really, it was really thick when I opened it. We do now have a creamy, dreamy formula. They've reformulated the chalk paste so that it doesn't dry as fast, and it's not supposed to get hard and clumpy like it had in the past. So you can tell that right out of the jar, this pesto creamy dreamy formula is the perfect consistency. I'll put that one there. And then I'll stir my black. It's also one of the new creamy dreamy paste formulas. I'll put it over there. Okay. So I think I'm going to start with the bumblebee for the lemon. And so you just want to put your squeegee in the chalk paste, and then it's pretty much like frosting a cake or buttering some toast. So you just want to just squeegee it on. Kind of get it in all the little areas. And because my yellow is the old formula, I don't want this to sit there and dry, because if I let it dry in the silk screen and then pull it up later, it's going to pull up most of that chalk paste. So what I'm going to do is the chalk and pull method. So I'm just going to pull my transfer straight up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to release the silk screen from that chalk paste. And actually, while I have it out, I'm going to dry it real quick. And I'm just using a hairdryer on a low cool setting so I don't melt my transfer. How's everyone doing out there tonight? Why don't you pop in the comments and tell me where you're from? So I want to make sure that my surface is back to room temperature as well before I place that back down. So I'm just going to gently lay that back down on the lemon, but I'm going to make sure that all the areas around it are stuck back down so that I don't have any air bubbles. I've got a little air bubble in the teal area, but that's not going to be an issue. Okay, so then I think I'm going to go to the black next. I'll pull out another squeegee. So I'm just going to, again, dip my squeegee in the paste. And I think we'll do this area black. Regina, what are you working on? What are you sanding? What dreamy door hanger are you working on this evening? So we've got Regina from Madison, Alabama, and we've got Amanda from good old Salina, Kansas, which is where I'm from. Okay, so I'm going to pull that back. It shouldn't dry, but I don't want to take that chance just because I'm not used to using the dreamy creamy paste yet, so I'm not real sure how it works. You know, I only do this part-time, so most of my pastes are really old, and so I don't have a lot of the newer formulated ones. So I think I'm going to move to green, and I'll do the leaves. And this is pesto. I did leave a cart link in the description of all the videos. If you're wanting to look at any of the products that I use tonight, those are all linked, except for this transfer, because it's an exclusive Club Couture transfer. So the only way to get that is to one, either be a designer or be a member of the Club Couture program, which is a monthly subscription service. You get an exclusive B-size transfer and 3 chalk paste singles every month delivered to your door for $19.99 and no shipping. So if you want to get this transfer specifically, sign up before the end of the month and you should be able to get this one. So Regina, you're working on the flamingo, huh? Always working on a flamingo. I can say that I've made a kitchen confetti flamingo. I don't think that got dry. You're always working on flamingos. How many flamingos do you think that you've made? Flamingo door hangers. How many do you think you've made? Okay, I think that's good. Okay. So I'm going to grab this multi-tool. It has a flat end and then it has a stir end. So it's great for getting these smaller areas like these lines. Now I'm going to go and get this side. I'm going to grab my... would you say 25, 50, over 100? Okay, so I'm just adding black to the letters. So if you have a fondness for hummingbirds, you want to stay tuned next week because I'll be unveiling June's Club Couture, which has a little bit of something to do with hummingbirds. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Let's do green down here. No. I'm trying to decide my colors. I think we'll go back to, we'll do black here. That way the lines match. Oops. So I'm kind of being brave and not pulling. I'm kind of testing out this new formula to make sure that it doesn't dry as fast. We'll see. Maybe living on the edge. The cool thing though is because of the chalk paste in this surface, if I don't like it, I can totally take it off and start over again. Okay, so we'll do yellow down here. I'll get a smaller squeegee. We'll do yellow down here. Oops. Put in my black a little bit. I don't know. Jason, I'll have to tell him he needs, he might be on. I'm not for sure. He'll have to figure out what his hobby is so that Chris has something to watch. He likes to take care of fish in aquariums, so maybe he can start videoing some of his fish. Or maybe he should start streaming video games. Okay, let's see what this looks like. I didn't pull up. There you go. Let's see. So I'm just going to put this back on its backer sheet, and then when I'm done, I will just wash it in cold water, let it dry, and then I'll put it back on its sheet and store it away. So I have a few places where it leaked through on the other side. So I'm just going to take this detail tool. It has a little fine point here, and I can just scratch some of that away. Oops. Getting this O. There's a spot on the R. Okay, I'm going to close up my pastes so that they don't dry out. And if you notice, I have a funky purple lid. You know, purple is like my least favorite color, but they had some shipping issues, so our black lids were not able to be produced, so we get purple. So we just are calling them the limited edition lids. Okay, so I'm going to try to add some ribbon to this, which it's not my forte, but since I've been creating door hangers lately, I've gotten a little bit more experience with bow making. I'm going to get a pair of scissors. And I found this fun ribbon at Hobby Lobby. We'll see what it looks like. And then I was actually going to cut some of the, I found a fat quarter that has lemons on it. So I was actually going to cut, let's see, just tear some strips. I was going to try to glue a couple of pieces together so I can make a longer strip. I'll cut. Try one more. So, Amanda, what's Garrison going to do this summer? Since is tomorrow his last day of school? Let's see, I'll do one more. Okay, let's put that away. Okay, so let's cut the selvage off. Wow, I can't believe it's almost that it is summer. I figured out once Dane graduated from high school, there's no time markers anymore, so I have no idea from day to day if it's October or July. It's weird. Jason and I have talked about that several times, where there's just I have no idea what time of year it is. There's no school events to mark time. Okay, so I'm just going to take my glue gun. I can't guarantee this is going to work, but I'm just going to try to glue some of these together. Regina, when does your daughter get out of school? I don't think I want to start over. We just kind of sit back at Grow Group and go, oh, I'm so glad we survived those years. We'll borrow them from time to time, but I don't want them permanently, as cute as they are. We have been there, done that, not doing it again. Unless, for some reason, God saw fit, but okay, so I'm just trying to make strips so that when I wind, I'm just going to wind all this ribbon together through these holes in the plate. So, I don't know. I've got this thick burlap. I didn't know if it would work through here. It might be a bit much. And then I also have this yellow ribbon. Oops, I can see some spots where it's tell you, you guys, I've been taking all of my ribbon off of the round spools, and I've been putting them on these little flat cardboard spools. It sure saves a lot of space. And it's kind of one of those mind-numbing projects that you can do in front of the TV. I don't know. I think we might just try these two for right now. Actually, I think I might do the black. Well, I have to do them first. Do them all together. If anybody has any bright ideas, let me know. My ideas always work out better in my head than they do in real life. Can't see that very well. So let's just put this one through. This one might be all we need. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put that fabric in the bow. You've got to have a big bow. Oops. Okay. So whether to try this stuff or not. Let's see. Try and keep. See if we can keep pulling it through. Where I've gotten twisted. Oops, I missed a few. So I think I'm going to do about 4 classes in June. I ordered some more welcome porch leaner transfers. So I'll have enough to have 3 per class, but I think I'm going to try to offer a couple different classes so that I can get, multiple people through. And then I'm going to do just kind of an open project where you can pick your own surface and whatever transfer you want to use. And then I think at the end of the month, I'm going to do a inked tote bag class. So be watching my Facebook page, Robin's Egg Blue Creations, for those events in June. I'm excited to get back into it. I wanted to do some this month, but May is always a terrible time to try to do events. I don't know if this is going to work. What do you think? 1 ribbon, 2 ribbons? No ribbons? I think I'm gonna ditch this one, but I'll still use it in the bow. But I think it just calls for 1 ribbon. That's too much around the edges. Plus, you can't see the writing. Okay, so I think I'll cut this one off right there. Move that one out of the way. Scrunch that up a bit. So I'm going to leave that like that, but I think I'm still going to use this. I think I'm just going to make little loops. So I do this a lot when I make little yarn bows. I leave a little tail, and then I just make a ton of little loops. But with this, I have to make sure you don't see the backs. So I'm just making little loops. Probably one more, 2 more. Oh no, I got lots left. That's oops. Okay, put that there. Whew. Strings for days. Okie doke. Yellow ribbon, no yellow ribbon. Too much already. I think I want to make these. I think I'm going to pivot just slightly. Okay, I'm going to tie this off, I think. Well, just because it's really thick and I don't think it'll work to tie my bow. But I'm going to leave tail. Okay. I'm going to cut a little strip of this again. And cut off the selvage. I'm going to loop this under here. And then use it to tie all of this mess together. Okay. Whew. I don't know if I like. I think I'm going to cut these a little shorter.
I will.
Okay. Oops, I think I need to cut these shorter. Can't see. After all that work, you can't see. So I'll just kind of flip some of these around. There you go. What do you think? So then the cool thing is next month, like I said, we'll have a hummingbird transfer. The cool thing is I can pull out the ribbon, I can spray this with water, wash it away, and I'll have a new decor item next month to coordinate with whatever season or holiday there is. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, it looks like Peggy and Egla are on. Hello, ladies. How are you all doing? Thank you. Does anybody have any questions? Like I said, the cart link is in the, if you wanted to purchase any of the products that I used, except for the lemon transfer, that's only available to Club Couture members, but you're welcome to sign up to be a Club Couture member. You can get this transfer and then 3 paste singles every month delivered to your door for a 3-month minimum. But otherwise, if you don't have any questions, I appreciate you all hopping on tonight and watching me create this. Check out my Facebook page for any events that I might be posting for June, and have a great evening. Thank you.